I fumbled the man I probably should have married. And I'm making this post so that y'all don't do the same thing that I did. This is an accountability post. I met him on Hinge, and this was back when the algorithm was working a lot better, and it was like 2022, I believe. I didn't like his profile. I just knew he was gonna like me, and the next day he did. Normally I name names, but just in case he has a new girl and they're at peace, I don't want to disrupt his situation, so I'm not gonna name his name. But anyway, we met up quickly, we went on a date, and we ended up being like glued to each other pretty fast. We were like in a relationship within like a month, I believe. He locked it down. He was not trying to see me single. This man was fine. He was like 6'3", buff, long hair. He looked like Roman Reigns. Society would easily give him a 9, easily. And if you know me, you know who I'm talking about. But
wait, she just said she don't want to drop his name, but she just literally put a picture of him and proceed to talk about him and give a description about him. Talk about 6'3", buff, this and that. Now, if somebody that's with him sees this video, they're gonna know exactly who she's talking about. I don't know. That's the first thing I noticed, but let's continue watching the video.
Pretty irrelevant, honestly. He actually was very kind, very sweet, very empathetic, very emotional.
And here's this picture right here. Oh, God.
Very in tune with his emotions, but also quite emotional. And, you know, he just had a lot of very positive traits. The number one being, he did not play about me at all. We went to brunch with his brother and sister-in-law, and they were kind of cold, like not really like, I don't know, warming up to me. And he called that out immediately. He was like, absolutely not. When his brother was not trying to get to know me after like we had met, he was like, can you put more effort in with Britt? Like, that's my girl. Like, put some respect on Britt's name. Like, he did not play about me at all. I had never in my life dated a man like that. I had never dated a man who was on my side. Like, who, like, I don't know, defended me. I've never had that before. He also impressed my parents. My mom liked him a lot. She said I broke his heart, and honestly, I agree. But yes, my parents liked him a lot. So we dated.
So far, this guy sounds pleasant. He's a dreamy guy. So I wonder where it went wrong. And let's continue watching and then unpack this.
Dated for like 6 months, and I kept feeling like something was just missing throughout the relationship. Like something just felt like it was missing.
Of course, something was missing. I know y'all heard that before. But something is missing. Everything is good, but just something is missing. I can't put my hand on it, but something is missing. I know for a fact it's missing.
And I would communicate that to him like, oh, I like you a lot. I love you, but like something's just missing. And I didn't know what it was. And this poor guy.
Sorry, maybe I don't want to be too hard on her because she's taking accountability, at least.
I was just doing his best to try to figure out what was missing, like trying to make adjustments, but like he just couldn't figure it out, and neither could I, because I didn't have the self-awareness that I have now. What was missing was chaos. No matter how many adjustments he was willing to make, he couldn't adjust himself to become a chaotic, toxic man when he just wasn't that. And that's all I had ever been used to. You see, I had not taken the time to like truly heal myself after my relationship prior to him, which was with an abusive guy. Very abusive, emotionally avoidant guy. Emotionally unavailable, everything. Okay, I had not healed from that. Not enough to be with a person who was safe. And so one day when he pissed me off, I broke up with him like on a whim. Because the majority of my prior relationships were with like antagonistic men, I was not ready to receive someone who was safe and loving and kind and caring. Maybe I didn't think I deserved it. Maybe I couldn't recognize what it was. My nervous system didn't know what to do with safe. My parents were kind of emotionally unavailable.
See, they always have ways with word. Like, I'm not talking about just females, there's people. And whenever they put it that way, it sounds good. And especially for people that can't really digest and they don't have no common sense, this will sound good to them and they run with this story. That never makes sense to me. You get what I'm saying? Now, she thinks she have a self-awareness now and she's taking accountability and she realizes that what was missing was chaos. Now, I wonder if the same guy comes, even a better, if not the same guy comes with those good qualities, I wonder if she's going to accept that love and be good. Usually what happens is people are in an abusive relationship, in a bad situation, and when they find something good, they appreciate it, right? Now, I'm not saying people don't learn from their mistakes. I'm sure she's going to probably learn from her mistake. I don't know, right? But most of the time, that's what they always wait until it's too super late. Until like now the age is there, the biological clock is ticking, and then maybe then they will do it. But other than that, even then still they'll probably settle with somebody they really don't appreciate because at that time it's late now. Now this is 1 in a million, especially the day and age that we in. This is 1 in a million, right? We can't seem to find people who have good personality, who are good, who are not like two-faced, and who will take care of you and this and that, right? So let's continue watching.
Growing up in that dynamic, you kind of look for that in partners as well. So I ended up with emotionally unavailable men back to back to back. That brings me to my next point. For a while, what I felt like the relationship was lacking was him being a true leader. He would defer to me to make a lot of decisions because he felt like I was more intelligent than him. He would want me to like plan stuff. He would want me to just like make a lot of choices that I felt like the man should make. And I just didn't want to do that. I wanted like a leader in the way that I saw leader, how I viewed it. But like, knowing that he has weaknesses and that I have strengths, and then deferring to me where he's weak and letting him take the reins where he's strong is leadership. Like, okay, he could lead when it comes to protecting and providing and whatever, but he may have needed help with planning and stuff that he's not so good at. But I just couldn't see that at the time because I was dumb. I thought I needed 10.
That's fair. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That's fair. At least she's admitting and she saw what went wrong. So, man, that sounded good. But again, you know, I mean, just remember what I said. But I'm not gonna lie, this sounded good. You get what I'm saying? Because most of the time they want you to do everything. How is it that he's providing, he's protecting, and doing so many other things, and you still want him to do the little things? Like, what do you do? Like, what is your part? You get what I'm saying? And then the reason he did that is, I'm not sure it's because that's his weakness. But most of the time, a lot of men, they want to make sure you're comfortable. They want to make sure, okay, like, is this something you want to do? You get what I'm saying? Because if you pick something out or if you plan something out and then they start throwing fit. So that might even be a reason. Not that it was like actually his weakness, but I'm glad that she caught that and she saw that she's learning that, and the way she put it, I mean, you know what I mean? That's fair.
10 out of 10 boxes checked. But relationships are not found, they are built. Soulmates are built. Boxes can be built. If the person is at 7 or 8 and the last 2 need some work, you can meet them halfway. They can meet you halfway. Adjustments can be made. You don't have to break up. So though he had 8 of my 10 boxes, I was still too traumatized to accept him. I couldn't regulate my own nervous system fully yet. I had gotten to that point at 25 and met a very abusive man at 26, and I lost all my progress. So I still needed chaos. And I ruined it. The next guy I dated after that ended up being another avoidant who was emotionally unavailable and ended up breaking my heart worse than anybody else I'd ever experienced in my entire life. So I got my karma pretty fast, I guess. Let this be a lesson. If you've met someone who's good, they protect you well, they show up, they love you, but you feel like something's missing or something feels off or whatever the case may be, or it feels boring, make sure that something is not just the trauma that you're used to. Make sure that, you know, you have healed enough to even receive what they're offering you. You don't need a perfect man. You just need a man that checks enough boxes that you can work with the rest. Anyway, that angel wasn't even on social media like that, so he'll probably never see this, but still, if you do see this, I hope you're doing great.
That part never makes sense to me. Like, if you were in some uncomfortable situation and you get better, I just don't know how you would miss that. But again, everybody have their own different opinions. So for me, it just never makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Nobody was in an abusive relationship and they get out of it and they're like, oh, for some reason I miss it, or something has happened. Oh, I don't recognize this piece, so therefore I'm not going to accept it. I might be wrong, but I don't know. I just don't see it and it doesn't add up to me. But I'm not going to lie. This video was actually, and I hope it reaches the right audience, like for the females. And the fact that how she was able to notice these things and take accountability, that's something. You get what I'm saying? We're not all perfect. We mess up. And the fact that she notices a lot of things about her. And I like the thing that she said about, like, nobody's going to come perfect, like 10 out of 10. And if they have the 7, the 8, the 6, then you need to help them get there. You get what I'm saying? She said relationship is not found, it's built. And that's what a lot of people seem to not understand. So I'm not going to lie, this video was fair. Sorry if I was harsh in the beginning, but the accountability is very refreshing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.